was feeling good. Had a good training camp. Cause I've been active all this year really, since May, so I just wanted to build on each performance, and between each fight it's not been too long out the ring, because I think between last fight and the one before that I think it was only 6 weeks. So it was just, I was in the gym, I was fit, I was ready, I was just looking forward to boxing. I knew he was tough, I knew he'd been about, very experienced, so I was just looking forward to boxing and following the game plan. Just mainly work behind the jab, feint, create the openings, because a lot of these opponents, they're very hard to open in terms of they're very defensive, they don't want to get stopped, so it's hard to find the openings for the big shots, so it's just about getting behind the jab, behind a strong defence, feinting, creating the openings to find them big shots. And I thought I did it well in this fight. I thought the uppercut was very good and I was finding the openings well. So now I'm just feeling him out, seeing what he's about, just getting behind the jab, keeping the feints going, jab into the head and body. I feel like at this stage of my career I'm happy getting the rounds in. I've had 3 fights, won every round in all 3 of them, so I've won all 12 rounds so far in my pro career, so I'm happy with that. You know, and what I've got to think as well, I'm only 20 years old, so my man strength's coming, the stoppages will come, so as long as I'm boxing and learning and sticking to the game plans, then I'm happy. Especially in 4 rounds, it can be hard to break fighters like this down because don't get stopped, they're there to survive, and 4 rounds isn't a long time, you know, and I'm getting better as the rounds go on. I can't wait to go into 6, 8, 10, 12, because that's when everyone's going to see the best of me. I'm always keeping that jab busy. It might not land every time, but it's always keeping them thinking. And when it does land, it's a good shot. Keeping the feints going. I think that was this is my best performance to date, I believe. Things were coming together more than they have before, you know. But it's going to happen because each fight I'm getting more experienced, another training camp under my belt with Pat, so I'm going to get better, the head movements better, as you can see there, the feints, the jab. Things were working well in this fight. I was just trying that left up right hand, you know, to open his guard a bit in this fight, and it was working well. Because I felt like I hurt him a couple of times. First round there, done. Felt like I boxed well. Just feeling him out. The first round's always kind of nip and tuck anyway, but definitely won that round clear. Behind a good jab, feints, found some good openings. Pat's just in the corner telling me, reminding me of the game plan. Pat's very defence first, which is the most important thing in boxing, so he's just saying, when you throw, make sure you bring your hands back to your chin. As soon as you jab, bring your hands back to your chin so you can't get countered. Just keeping my brain sharp. I think about a couple of points in the 3rd and 4th round, wouldn't say I got carried away, but I was happy to stand there and trade in the centre of the ring, but I feel like I can do both. I can box and move, or I can stand there and have a fight with you, do you know what I mean? So I think it is good to mix up sometimes, and obviously the crowd, like when you're engaging in a fight, I'm a boxing fan as well, it's what you want to see, and I enjoy doing it. I love standing in the ring, in the middle of the ring, I'm close up trading with someone, but you know, Pat wants me to box, so other than that I stuck to the game plan well. And he was a good opponent, he did have a go, and kept me thinking, and it's good, it's what I need at this stage of my career, because as well, what you got to think, he's 10 years older than me, so that's 10 years of experience. You know, whether he's fighting on the road or not, he's still a good he's a good boxer, and he's been there, he's seen it, he's done it, so he's seen loads of people like me. So for me to keep sharp and outbox him and outfight him, it was a good performance, I think. That's just natural progression, you know, each fight you step up a little bit, and then you take it from there really. Because over time, obviously, the higher ranking I go, the higher levels I go, the opposition's going to get better anyway. So as long as I'm just keeping, at this stage of my career now, while I'm young, if I just keep learning, keep winning, keep boxing to the way Pat wants me to box, then I'm going to get there. Well, I've been in this gym for probably 10 years now. I had my first fight 7 years ago, and then a couple of years before that training, getting used to it, so it's like, I know this is my home in this gym, this ring. I've been in this ring for 10 years, so, and I know Pat, I trust Pat with my career, and I'm in the right place, and he's going to guide me at the right time. There's no rush, but over time we'll step it up and we'll gradually get there. Well, in this fight, I was putting my shots together a lot more, more sting in the shots, and I felt like it was a very well composed fight. But that's going to happen. Each fight's going to be better. So the one in December, that's going to be better than this, and then the one in February, that's going to be better than December. It's just going to be natural progression. Each fight I'll be getting stronger and getting better, so things will come together. Round 2 done there, 2 rounds under my belt. Pat's just keeping my brain sharp, reminding me of, I don't need to be reminded, but you know, in the corner when you're in the middle of a fight, when you've got someone like Pat in front of you, it is good, you know, to just keep you sharp and let me know what I'm doing good or what I'm doing wrong. So Pat's the man I like to have in my corner. Yeah, I think he'll guide me all the way to the top. Mainly, he's just keeping it brief. Like, he's not going to overload move information in the middle of a round, you know what I mean? But he's just keeping me sharp, keeping me reminded that, like I said, defence, keep the jab sharp, double the jab up, feint, maybe feint to the body, bring it over the top, or just keep it sharp and work the body more and keep the feints going behind the jabbing. And if you're flowing and you're feinting and you're jabbing, then the other shots will come. That's just what he's telling me, really. Finding the uppercut there again. Worked well in this fight, that uppercut. Uppercut then rolling out. The head movement's was good in this fight as well. I think the longer you're in the ring with somebody, the more obviously you're getting to know what they're doing, or you're realising to capitalise on their mistakes, or you're just finding different ways to open them up, kind of thing, and to find your shots. So as a round, that's like I say, when the rounds upgrade to 6, 8, 10, 12, it'll progress, and I'll find the openings even more, and that's when I'll get my knockouts. It's like trial and error, not in terms of trial and error, but you know, you're going to try new things. The more confident you get, the more confident you'll believe in yourself to try new things in the ring, because when you're under them lights, that's where you're learning. You can spar as much as you want in the gym, you can do what you want in the gym, but like when you get under them lights, that's where you really learn your trade. And I think the more experience I get and the more further on in my career, the more I'll try new things, and that's when I'll really progress. Good head movement there. That's what's really coming together now, I think, just step by step with Pat, because I'm learning so much, and I'm not going to show it all overnight, but I'm starting to show that the head movement, the feints, the solid jab, things are starting to come together slowly but surely. And I've got time, you know, I'm 20 years old, so I've got time. Like, even at the end of the 4th round, I could do easy 6, 8, you know, and that's off of training for a 4-rounder. I've got that fitness anyway. I'm always in the gym, I'm always fit, I'm always ready. So when the time is to step up to 6, 8, obviously gradually in a couple of years, 10 and 12, then the training expands and you're training for longer duration. But right now I could fight 6, 8 rounds, I believe, no problem. So over 4 rounds, it's just about not rushing it, but you know, try and show as much as I can in them 4 rounds. I've shown a glimpse of what I've been learning. So over time, that's just gonna. So if this was a 4-rounder, say I go into a 6-rounder, I'm just gonna show more improvements, more of what I've been doing in the gym, more good things putting together. So it's a sign of things to come, 100%. There'd be more strategy towards the fight, because obviously if it's longer, you've got more of a game plan kind of thing. But and obviously when I'm in 6, 8 rounders, the level of opposition's probably better. But it's at the end of the day, it's a fight, and it's just about showing as much improvements and as much as I can at this stage of my career. So when I get in them 6 and 8 rounders, I don't think there'll be difference, but I'll be ready for it. You know, it's just natural progression, so there won't be too much. I'll be ready for it, and this is what I was talking about here, centre of the ring, just going out with my opponent. That's what I enjoy. But then Pat was saying, get back to the game plan, get back to the boxing. Stepped on him a bit there. You know, he was holding on maybe a bit, I don't know, but if that was a 4-rounder, and if that was a 6 or 8 and you've got a couple more rounds to break your opponent down, that's when the knockouts will come. What I'm saying is, when when the rounds do get longer and I'm finding my shots more and I'm digging my shots in more, I will be hurting my opponents, and that's when I do believe I will get the stoppages. And as well, you've got more time, so you can set your shots up more, you can work to the body more, and you can just find your shots more, and I'm looking forward to doing the longer rounds with me. So there we go, 4 rounds. Won all 4 rounds on the referee scorecard, so it was a good performance. I was happy with it. Just looking to build on it now, back in the gym, obviously, training, just learning, obviously made mistakes that I've picked up on. Come in the gym, rectify them mistakes, and in December, what the mistakes I made, do them less, and the good things I did, do them more. So hopefully be another good performance come December.